Hello guys and dolls, welcome back. I have a really informative video for you guys today and I hope that this is going to be helpful for you. I came up with the idea to do a video reviewing leggings a couple of months ago and I've just been testing them out. Some of these I've actually had for a couple of years, so they kind of benefit from me having them over a longer period of time. But all of these I've had for several months. I've washed them, I've worn them, I have an idea of how they hold up. I really wanted to do this to really compare the difference in the price ranges of leggings. We have down to $5.90 all the way up to $118, which is a lot of money to pay for leggings. And the question is really, do you get more for that elevated price? But I wanted to show you guys the difference between them and not just like lampoon the ones that are inexpensive, because I think that they have merit in their own right. They're just different. And so I'm going to be discussing for each pair of leggings the cost, the material, the style, if they're shaping, drawbacks, benefits, the size, the inseam, and then of course where you can pick them up. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started with this video. The first brand that I'm going to be sharing with you guys today is Forever 21. Forever 21 is very, they have very inexpensive basics. You can get tank tops for like $3. You can get leggings for $5.90. They have different style of leggings. Like I just got those really great metallic ones. What I'm talking about is their basic cotton leggings. They are 94% cotton and 6% spandex. So they are definitely a lightweight material. They're tightly woven, but they're very thin. In terms of style, they really don't have any. They are the most basic style that I have. One thing to keep in mind is Forever 21 is junior sized clothing. For me, I feel like the rise on these is not what I'm looking for. They hit me right at about my belly button, and that's just not a great place for me for any kind of pant or anything to hit me. I do tend to prefer higher waist things, so because these have a lower rise, they're not for me. But if you're 5'3", they're probably perfect for you. They really don't have anything to offer in terms of shaping. They're just kind of super basic leggings, just kind of, really baseline. In some ways that's a benefit because they can be worn underneath things quite easily. I sometimes wear them as long johns underneath regular pants. One thing that is a drawback about these is that they do pill up relatively easily. In terms of the bend over test, I did this for each legging. These Forever 21 leggings, you can see the underwear through a little bit. They are really thin, so underwear can show through. The benefits of these is that they're $6. I mean, they're really inexpensive. It's a great thing to get as a layering piece. I will also wear mine kind of around the house as like loungy, jammy pants. These have a 28-inch inseam and they come in sizes 1 through 3X, but they're also available in the standard sizes for Forever 21. So you can get those at forever21.com, link in the description bar down below. Next legging I'm reviewing is the Torrid premium leggings. Now Torrid has a few different styles of legging. I'm talking specifically about the premium legging. They sell this in a wide range of styles. These are $36.90 when they're not on sale, but it's always having a sale, so you can get them a lot cheaper. Generally, I'd say you spend about $25, $28 on these. The material on these is 95% cotton and 5% spandex. Style-wise, they can be pretty stylish. These ones that I have like a cool spine on the outside, which actually helps me to look a little bit slimmer just because of where the spine lays and everything. It makes my hips look really nice. In terms of shaping, these don't necessarily have anything that kind of tucks the tummy in or lifts the booty up or anything like that. Again, they're made out of a thin type of cotton material, so they're not particularly like flatter, like they're not like doing something for you, but because they have a higher waist, let me put it this way, they're actually just kind of like following whatever the silhouette of your body is. So they're not going to give you any shaping, but they're also not going to kind of cut you off in a weird spot. The drawbacks of these are that they do pill. They are still a cotton legging. They're still a relatively inexpensive cotton legging. The other thing that I want to mention is that I bought the premium leggings before and had the seam split, and apparently this is a fairly common problem. It's not difficult to fix. You get a needle and some thread, sew it up. It's not a big deal, but it is something to keep in mind. Even my Forever 21 leggings have never sprung a seam, so that is something to just kind of call out. Now, in terms of the bend over test, when I was testing these with a really bright light, you could totally see my underwear through, and I was shocked because I had never noticed that before. I do tend to not wear these as pants because they're such thin cotton that I usually just need some more warmth. But I've never noticed that personally, but you know, if you are at a bright light situation, you could have a little bit of a full moon showing, you know what I mean? The benefits of these are the style range. I mean, it's massive. They have so many styles, so many colors. The size range is from 0 to size 6. So that's like traditional numerical size of size 10 through size 30. Some of their sizes are a little more generous, so I would even say that it goes all the way up to size 32, just depending on where you land on the size chart. I wear these in a size 3X, and the inseam is 28 inches. You can get them at Torrid.com. The next pair of leggings I'm reviewing for you are Yummie by Heather Thompson. She also has a line called Yummie Tummy that are sold in standard sizes. This is, I believe, the plus size range. The name of this particular legging is Rachel. She has a few other styles. 88% cotton and 12% elastane. These are pretty basic cottony leggings in terms of the style. There's nothing like particularly fashionable about them, but they're also inoffensive. In terms of shaping, these actually do something. The way that the seaming is on the butt and the very wide waistband help to whittle the waist. Anytime there's a wide waistband, you're increasing the surface area for the tension of where the waistband is, so it helps to smooth things out. So it's not necessarily like tummy taming, but it does provide a little bit of shape. The drawbacks of these are that they're a bit on the short side. These ones have a 27.5-inch inseam, so better for my friends who are a little bit shorter than I am. I'm 5'6". These are a bit short for me. The other thing with these ones is that they're not completely nice and tight on the leg. I like a nice tight through and through look. I like it. It creates the silhouette that I'm looking for the legs. It makes my legs look a little more shapely to have it be tight all the way down. That's what I prefer. You might feel differently than me about that. Just comparing these to like the Torrid legging and the Forever 21, because these are all cottony leggings. The fabric on these feels thicker, more tightly woven. Just the overall, you know, the seaming and everything makes them a bit more attractive than those previous two, just more like standard cotton type leggings. These are available in both standard sizes and plus sizes. So that's another thing I really like. When I did the bend over test in the Yummie leggings, I did notice again in the bright light that they did show through. I've never noticed them show through before, and I do wear these as pants pretty often. You might notice the little like rip on my hip. The rip on my hip. The rip on my hip. It rubbed up against like a sharp object and it just tore them. I'm not going to take that out on them or take any points away from them or anything like that. I think that it could have happened with any of these leggings, or at least most of them. So I picked these up at Nordstrom.com. Again, links in the description bar down below. The next pair of leggings that I want to review for you are from Zella, and these were actually one of the first high-end leggings I ever purchased. This is the Nordstrom brand that's kind of like the Nordstrom version of Lululemon. Now you guys know, I don't know if you know, Lululemon is extremely size exclusive. They only go up to like size 12, and even in some of those, you know, even in some of their styles, they don't even go quite up to 12. I think they only go up to 8 in like certain select styles. So Zella is kind of like a answer to that, where they have the same 4-way stretch. They have great workout leggings, and they're sold in both standard and plus sizes. They're available in a huge range of styles. They have ones that have like mesh inseams, different colors, things like that. So the prices kind of fluctuate depending on the style of them. I have a few other styles that are a bit more expensive, just depending on the styling of them. They'll charge more. Whatever. These ones are $58. The fabric content is 88% polyester and 12% spandex, so a completely synthetic style of legging. These are more like for workout. They're like yoga pants. They're utilitarian in style. They're not particularly flashy. There's like a little pocket in the waistband for holding your gym card or even a small cell phone or something. So these are pretty awesome. Not gonna lie to you, these are pretty great. In terms of shaping, these do actually offer a bit of shape. Again, they have a wide waistband, not as wide as the Yummie brand that I just reviewed, but they definitely have a wider waistband than your average legging, I guess. They have the 4-way stretch, which really helps to smooth you out. It just kind of, you know, and it feels almost like a hug from your leggings. They don't feel tight and uncomfortable, but they feel like, just kind of like they're hugging your booty and kind of like giving you a little bit of a lift. The drawbacks of these, I honestly, I can't think of a single drawback. I've had my Zella leggings now for a couple of years. They've held up incredibly well to washing. I put them in the dryer. At first I was very precious with them and wouldn't put them in the dryer, and then I was like, oh, forget it. And I'm like, oh, wow, they're still holding up really well. They're really great leggings. I'm not gonna lie to you. These are really awesome. They're great because they are also reversible, which is awesome because you can, you know, have them on the two different sides. One is a little bit like almost like flannel feeling, and the other one is a little bit more like a biker short type feel, so you get two different looks with it. Not vastly different looks, but you know, there is a slightly different look to them. Another thing to note is that the straight size leggings are usually a couple of dollars cheaper than the plus sizes, which is something that just kind of irks me. I know technically it can be more fabric, but there's also more fabric in a size 8 versus a size 2, and they don't charge, you know, the size 8 or the size 12 more. That's a whole political discussion we won't get into right now. I wear a size 2X from this brand, and it has a 29-inch inseam. Again, those are available at Nordstrom.com. Bend over test with the Zella leggings. Under the really bright light, you could see my underwear, which was shocking to me because I wear these all the time as pants, and I've never noticed that, and I double check, you know, my leggings to make sure my underwear's not showing through. I think that the bright light was like really like a spotlight and like was overexposed. But something to keep in mind. The Eloquii leggings are the next ones that I want to review for you. These are $69.90 when they are not on sale. Of course, Eloquii's a lot like Torrid, where they're constantly having some kind of a sale. You might need to wait like a week for what you specifically want to be on sale, but it's worth the wait because it's usually like 40% or something like that. The fabric content of these is 60% rayon, 35% polyester, and 5% spandex. So it's a little bit different of a fabric cocktail with this one. These are an amazing high waist legging in terms of the style. There's some like cool like leather stripping on them. The thicker material actually makes them look more like pants. In terms of shaping, these are great. They actually are probably the most shaping. They give me the nicest silhouette. They have a high waist and they have these great elastic sides which help to whittle the waist. They lift the booty. The thicker fabric smooths everything out. It's a really, I mean, they really live up to their name, the miracle legging. In terms of drawbacks, this is something I found with a couple of items from Eloquii, that the tag is itchy. They must be using some kind of threading or something that makes it itchy. You can just cut it out. But it is something that like every time I wear them, I'm like, why haven't I cut the tag out of this yet? And that's something that I would like to call out to Eloquii. Like, your tags are kind of itchy, dude. Maybe like find a solution for that. That would be awesome. In terms of other drawbacks, because the fabric's a bit heavier, and I think that I'm sort of in between the size 20 and the size 22 in these leggings, they do tend to ride down a little bit. So some of that could be because I've lost weight, so the leggings that I originally bought don't really necessarily fit me anymore, because I didn't really notice the riding down thing when I first picked them up. That might just be a me thing, but it is something to keep in mind, and it could be because the material is heavy. I'm not entirely sure. So in terms of the bend over test, the Eloquii pass with flying colors. These absolutely don't show through, which is fantastic. Really thick fabric really, you know, makes these more like pants. The benefits of these, they're a thicker material, so they're great for the winter time. They're super warm. They are very slimming. They have the smoothing out. They look like pants. So they're really great for the girl who's like, I don't really want to be caught dead wearing leggings as pants. These are like actually just like pants that are super tight, you know, super tight and super slimming. They have a 29-inch inseam, which I really like because I do like that longer inseam, and I wear them in a size 22. The final company that I want to review for you guys today is, I believe it's pronounced Lisa or Lysse, Lysse, with an accent on the E. I believe that's Lisa. The cost on these kind of varies because they have a lot of different styles, and that's kind of one of the first things I want to talk about. I am going to be giving this more of like an overall brand review, whereas with the other ones, I was reviewing a very specific legging. Because these are constantly coming in different styles and they're selling out and they're different prices and stuff, I'm going to be reviewing them more in a broader sense. I have 3 different leggings from Lysse or Lisa or however the heck you pronounce it. Basic legging from them is just called the control top legging, although they all have this thing in the waistband where it's a control top that's extra elastic that's hidden in the wide waistband, which really helps to kind of suck you in a little bit, but in a comfortable way. It's not uncomfortable. So the basic kind of control top legging is 86% cotton and 14% elastane. So in terms of like actual styling for these, they come in such a huge range of styles. I have a denim pair, which they no longer have. I have a gray burgundy pair, which they no longer have. They have these great leather ones, which are only available now in one size, in the plus size, and they have a really great pair that's velvet. If I hadn't just bought that pair from Torrid that was velvet, I would be really tempted to buy these ones because they have that really great shaping ability. In terms of shaping, they have a wide waistband that has this really super stretchy piece that I just discussed, and very tight woven fabric that really holds in, kind of similar to the Zella, but not quite as extreme and not as thick. So in terms of drawbacks, These sell out quick. I just mentioned like this is out of stock, this is out of stock, this is out of stock. So one thing that I'm noticing is if you see something you like from this brand, you have to snap it up. You have to just get it. And that's the drawback for me because I like to think about things a little bit before I purchase things. I like to weigh my options and see if there's something else out there. Now that I have a couple of pairs of these and I know how good they are, I feel a little more confident in just getting them. In fact, if they come out with the velvet ones in a different color, I'm just going to snap them up and not think about it. They are that good. They're incredibly comfortable. Let's talk about the benefits. They're really comfortable. They give really good shaping. They're very smoothing. Amazing quality. And that's something I can't stress enough is that these are really good quality leggings. They feel great. I feel like you're getting something for that extra dollar that you're putting into them. Price-wise with these, the most basic cotton ones were $64. I believe the jegging looking ones I think were like $78 or something in that price range. And then the leather look ones that I have are $118. Now, I want to also mention with the leather ones, one thing I really like is that there's multiple panels on them, and that kind of adds some of the shaping and helps them look more like regular real leather pants versus some other like leather look leggings that I've got where it's a solid piece and it doesn't really look like leather pants. They just kind of look like shiny material leggings, which can be cool too. But I wanted that like leather pant look. It's very sexy, very cool, and I've gotten a lot of compliments on these. Another thing I want to mention about the leather legging ones is that the fabric doesn't stick to itself. It moves and glides off itself like really easily. It's fabulous. Oh my god, I love them. The Lias leggings, they showed through with the more cotton type pair, but with the leather look, which is more of like a rayon, well, they're polyester. Let me look up. Outside is 100% polyurethane. The inside is rayon and spandex. So that is like the inside fabric that is like, it feels like very almost like flannel-like. It's quite nice. So those ones don't show through because they're very thick fabric. They've got that great leather look. I love these. Another thing to keep in mind with the Lisa brand, those are also available in standard sizes. So they're available in both. Of course, they charge you more for the plus size, which again, irks me. We're gonna let it go for now. These leggings have a 29-inch inseam, which again is just my preference in terms of length, and I wear a size 2X from this brand. It's available at Nordstrom.com. So that is my sort of leggings overview. Each brand really has a benefit. Some of them have some disadvantages or just things that I wouldn't even necessarily call them like disadvantages, because even with the Forever 21 ones, like anything that's wrong with them, like they're $6, like they're cheap. And the real disadvantages with the more expensive ones are just that they cost more. I mean, really, they offer you something for that extended price point, but they also still cost money, so it's something to consider. Let me know what you thought of this extended review of leggings. This was really fun to do and just kind of like really kind of dive in with it. It's something that I'm not sure if anyone else is going to be interested in this information, but I really, really was, because finding out like which leggings are good for what, you know, each different thing. If you wear leggings often, you know what I mean. Like there's certain leggings that are really great to wear as pants. There's some that are really great to wear as a layering piece. And there's some that are really great to just leave at home and let no one else see you in them. So I hope you're having a fabulous day. Let me know what your favorite legging brand is and why in the comment section down below. And I will see you guys in my next video. Remember to be vintage or tacky. Just be your own kind of beautiful. See you, bye.